Deceit may bring quick happiness when you try to hide it. Long ago, in a village surrounded by wide grasslands and ancient trees, there lived a trader named Amadi. His home was known as a peaceful one. His wife, Leela, was gentle and wise, and their children were respectful. Every evening, laughter and the smell of good food filled their compound. A peaceful home is worth more than a bag of gold. Amadi was proud of his life, but deep inside, he always wanted more. He loved praise, attention, and the feeling of being admired. Amadi traveled often to the town to sell palm oil, cloth, and carved bowls. The town was busy and colorful. Drums echoed in the market, and traders called out to buyers. One day, he met a tall, striking woman named Zola. She carried herself with confidence and spoke kindly. Many men admired her, but she paid attention to Amadi because he seemed responsible and hard-working. Amadi enjoyed her company. He began visiting her whenever he came to town. He told her stories about his lonely life, but he never mentioned his wife or children. In time, he secretly married Zola according to town customs. Zola believed she was his only wife. She welcomed him warmly whenever he visited, cooking for him and supporting his trade. But lies are like seeds. Once planted, they grow quickly. Months passed. Zola began noticing strange things. Amadi never stayed long. He avoided certain questions. He never invited her to his home. One morning, before sunrise, Zola made a decision. When Amadi left town, she quietly followed him. She kept her distance, walking behind trees and market carts so he would not see her. They crossed dusty roads, a small stream, and finally reached the village. Zola watched as Amadi entered a compound. A woman ran out happily to greet him. Children hugged his legs. Zola felt her world shake. Gathering courage, Zola stepped forward and called his name. Amadi turned and froze like a goat that hears a lion. Leela, his first wife, looked at Zola and asked calmly, "My husband, who is this woman who calls you with such familiarity?" Fear took over Amadi. Instead of speaking truth, he said, "I do not know her." Zola's eyes filled with tears. "You promised me honesty," she said softly. The villagers began to gather. Whispering filled the air. Some shook their heads, knowing that secrets always find the light. Anger and confusion spread among the adults. In the middle of the heated moment, Zola was badly harmed and her life was lost. The village fell into silence. The joy of that compound disappeared like smoke in the wind. She was laid to rest near the garden. After that day, strange things began happening. Crops dried before harvest. Goats refused to eat. Children fell sick often. The well water tasted bitter. The elders said the land was unhappy. One night, the oldest elder, Baba Nuru, had a dream. In it, a woman's voice said, "Truth was buried with me. Let it rise." The next morning, Baba Nuru called Amadi before the council. Confession. Under the great baobab tree, Amadi finally confessed everything: the secret marriage, the lies, the denial. The elders were disappointed. Baba Nuru said, "A man who carries two hearts cannot walk straight. Your lies have wounded not only people, but the peace of this land." Amadi wept with regret. He admitted his greed and desire for attention led him to foolishness. Making peace. According to tradition, Amadi was told to apologize publicly, support Zola's family in town, make peace offerings, and promise honesty moving forward. He did all of these with humility. Slowly, the village recovered. Rain returned, crops grew, laughter slowly came back, though the memory remained. Amadi became a quieter man. He spoke less but listened more. He spent more time with his family and helped others avoid the mistakes he made. Truth is like the sun. When you try to hide it, it still finds a way to shine. Deceit may bring quick happiness.